Okay, so we're each saying our own name because it's
we are?
the joint episode.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Just say, welcome to the EBIC Podcast, and Eli will say his name.
Okay. Welcome to the EBIC Podcast.
My name's Eli. Ben.
Isaiah.
Chuck. Today, we are in our second group-hosted episode. We are looking at technology.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
I love your beautiful writing. I'm looking for people I can unleash orgasms on.
Oh.
Never been much for romance. Rather do my jerk-off dance. Love at first glance, that's a stalkerish advance. No thanks.
Do we have any thoughts so far?
This
Troubling. I can
Disturbing.
only imagine Isaiah's already tired mind. Where it's going. Troubling things
Who
here.
wants to buy your bath water? He's like, I'll buy your bath water.
Why just my mind? How come not Eli's?
Because I'm not like that. Okay.
No, he
Yeah,
is,
mind over here.
but you're already
I'm not a
been
simperoo.
16 hours in today. So.
Uh-huh.
I'm not no simp.
It's very, very troubling.
I'll pass, rather smoke my grass. Don't want the harass, don't come trespass. I'll kick your ass, top of my class. Don't stand a chance, I'll shatter your pen dick like glass. I'm a motherfucking bad bitch. Go on, make me a sandwich. You annoying like vag.
What? This is horrible.
Itch, so lame.
If you didn't catch that, you're annoying like badge itch.
I know what that
Fucking
is.
tragic. Bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, bad bitch.
Pause. So if you added some auto-tune to this, it would be trap.
No.
Yeah. Like a lot of autotune.
No.
Bad bitch,
I think you guys know what trap.
Personally, I blame love stories, relationships in categories. Fuck your Bollywood bullshit. Fake Disney crap, so counterfeit. No, I ain't heaven sent. You can't pay my rent. Come on, take a hint. No means no, you got it. Done putting up with your dumb shit. I'm a dead shot, don't forget. Dump your body from the jet. Splash, don't get so upset. This the only way you ever gonna get me wet. I'm a motherfucking bad bitch. Go on, make me a sandwich. You
Every time the sandwich gets me. Don't worry, we only got 2 more minutes. Oh god.
annoying like vag itch. So lame. It's fucking tragic. Bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch. You don't even know me. Started a company at 23. Got no clue what I'm about. Could gut you like a trout. Don't know what my business does. Get lost. You ain't my cuz. Make me come or make me cash. You can't even make me laugh. So many stalkers think they're big talkers. A little too busy seeing what they wanna see. Don't live on a pedestal, but still extraterrestrial. Fuck you, Romeo. You ain't my homie, bro. I'm a motherfucking bad bitch. Go on, make me a sandwich. You annoying like vag itch. So lame. It's fucking tragic. Bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch. So ladies, next time you get another
Where did you find this, Ben? No, I'm so curious. Where? Like, why? What?
pic.
When?
Send them a motherfucking dick pic right back.
She looks like a single mother.
So you guys aren't familiar?
No.
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 It's unfortunate.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
It's not
She's
unfortunate.
got a handful of songs.
And you listen to them.
I mean,
Why?
I've heard them. I don't
know.
seek them out to listen to them. I mean, I brought her up because she made like 4.5 billion with a B in Bitcoin. Anybody want to know? Or not? I'm not going to say Bitcoin specifically, but cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Anybody want to know how she did it?
OnlyFans?
With that song?
She stole it.
Huh?
She pulled off the largest cryptocurrency heist ever, and she's currently in jail.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Just jail or prison?
Prison, probably.
Yeah, I haven't followed it closely at all. I don't know the details.
So she's a billionaire, pretty much.
Not anymore.
No.
They got the money back, and now
Well,
she's...
but I think that is one of the problems. Is they can't just return the money.
They can, yeah, but you can, in order you have to have an account with the stuff on it, or whatever, and then probably take that, put it back or something. Send it, I don't know. Yeah, that's
What's the name of her YouTube channel?
well, she's in prison, so.
It is. Oh, and that song, if you're curious, was "Female Tech CEO Shuts Down Creeps." Was the name of that little ditty.
Oh. Thanks for explaining that.
Oh,
Sounds like she took her inspiration from Emery on her song lyric titles.
I'm looking real quick to see what her name is.
Razzlecon?
Yep, Razzlecon.
Well, she just got a new subscriber with Isaiah.
I'm actually subscribed.
No,
Also.
she didn't get one.
Surprisingly, she's only got 30,000 views or something.
Huh.
I don't know why these songs haven't.
Picked up more?
Yeah.
Or I'm guessing they're all like that one?
We could watch the best.
No.
No.
So, we're talking about technology today, and before we started recording, we were talking a little bit about NTFs, right?
NFTs.
NFTs, right. Not non-transferable funds. Non-fundable?
Fungible.
Fungible
Transaction.
tokens.
Tokens are.
Non-fungible tokens. So I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Eli, you said that you've actually created some of these
Yes.
and you're trying to get people to buy them.
Well, they just, yeah, they...
Or, I mean, they're out there and
Yeah,
people
they wander
can
upon
buy
it.
them if they
Yeah,
want.
Yeah. Yeah, do NFTs. Yeah.
It's a
Get on the little crypto chain thing.
it's a strange world we live in.
Yeah.
Technology has changed a lot, even in my life. I was talking to my grandma a few months back and was talking about all the changes that happened in her life and that. But even in my life, there's been crazy changes in technology, and I feel like a lot of them are not even really good changes. They're just changes, and I think they're set out to be like improvements or whatever. But personally, I don't feel like a lot of them are
Yeah.
No,
for
they're
the
not.
better of us. But anyway, let's start off with talking about, and we'll let you go first, Eli. Like what was some of your favorite, like as a kid? What was some of your favorite
Before?
tech?
Everybody go to OpenSea and buy my NFTs. Wacko more, please. I'm begging you. I need it.
If you send me the link, I'll put the link in this
God.
episode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You guys can go and spend your real money on his fake things or whatever.
Your brother needs the support, man. So what?
So what was your favorite technology as a kid?
When I was a kid, I was still in the era like where we didn't have like the greatest technology ever. Like I was like, when I was a kid, it was just like starting to kind of become a thing. Like Google like wasn't like, or YouTube wasn't like owned by anything, and Google was different, and like so I was like, I still remember that, and before like there were smartphones, and so, but I think the like technology wise, when I was like a kid, was the computer because I played games on it and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, this is so awesome.
So like a standard like desktop
Yeah.
computer?
Yeah.
No. What about you?
I liked when you could play online on the Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
There was very little. You didn't really have many problems with like lag or anything like that. It was pretty smooth.
On what?
Like lag.
On what? Like
Xbox 360. At least
Playing
for me.
online with it?
Online.
I think lag was way worse back then.
Really?
Oh, it was horrible. I think now it's actually gotten better. Back then you weren't able to like connect as
Well, internet was slower back then,
yeah, like dude, oh
but you didn't have as many people doing things like Xbox
Right,
360 and stuff.
because I played on the PlayStation and because I play Call of Duty all the time, and there's almost like a million people because a lot of people play Call of Duty like
Yeah.
back then and now. Almost a million people would be on the servers, and especially with the slow internet, like you'd have to have good internet. But like if you had slow internet, dude, it was rough. I remember like either it would happen, like it didn't happen to me all the time, but it would happen. Like it would just disconnect, like the host lost server, or like the host connection dropped, and like your ping would be like 200 millisecond ping. It's wild. It's like
It's funny because, and you'll remember this, Ben. At some point, things kind of changed from being called electronics to being called technology. You know,
Mhm.
like when we were kids, they had like electronics stores, like Radio Shack and stuff, and like I used to like to go in there and see all the different new electronics or whatever, you know. I think like for us, we didn't have a computer really. Our grandma bought us the computer in 2000. Before that, for a little bit of time, our dad had this thing called web TV, which was like an internet hookup device that you would plug into your TV, and it had a keyboard and stuff. And of course the TVs weren't like this. They were like the big, like tube TVs.
yeah, those huge like box
Yeah.
ones. I had a friend and he had one that was, you know, like the huge ones that stand behind like in the the speaker bar on the bottom. My friend had one that was those things were huge, like it took up a good chunk of the living room.
We so that was like really kind of our first computer was the web TV thing, and it was my dad's. He had it in his like home shop garage thing, and we would just go out there and Google stuff. Well, it wasn't Googling back then either. It was Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves was one of the main search engines. Yahoo search. There was.
You're just watching old porn in the garage.
No, because you couldn't clear your browsing history, so you had to be careful. There was like it was real limited. If I had to say anything it compares to nowadays, I guess it would be kind of like a Chromebook or something. Wouldn't you say, Ben? Because you couldn't like install programs or stuff on it.
Right.
Like it was just an internet browsing type thing. So kind of like a Chromebook or something like that.
I hate Chromebooks so much. They're so.
I think my favorite technology as a kid was probably, or electronic as a kid, was probably boombox. Boomboxes were amazing. So, like I had several, and they would have bass boost, right? To where like you push the button and then the bass gets more prominent.
I like it when you're in the car and they'll have like really good bass and it's like shaking to where you can hear the change rattling in your car. And like you hear like the change just rattling around.
They would have if it was a good one, it would have a tape player, a radio, and a CD player. If it was a really good one, it had multiple CDs. You could put like 3 to 5 CDs in it. Be careful because it might get stuck. But I loved. Well, I've always loved music, so I loved the boombox. I loved recording my CDs to tapes. You could do that on some of them, or the radio onto tapes. Then I remember they came out with a CD burner. Now, this isn't like, you know how nowadays, well, even that's kind of a thing of the past because a lot of your computers don't even have disk drives. You just do MP3s, but you know how they had like, you could burn the CD on your computer? Was like a real popular thing a few years back.
I still burn my CDs onto my computer.
Yeah.
Wait, like burn? Like they burn?
No, like you take the music and copy it onto your computer.
Yeah, sorry.
So this was its own standalone device that you put your CD in one side, you put a blank CD in the other side, and it would take, if I remember right, it'd take like a couple of hours.
What?
Burns. But I love this thing. Yeah. So.
I mean, now for me it takes like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, now it's like doesn't take any time at all.
Yeah.
So what about you, Ben?
The earliest technology was, and I mean, like, I would say, like, when we got a computer, that became my favorite thing in the world. Same with PlayStation and that, but the earliest technology that I really liked was a microphone that had a transmitter in it, and you plugged you would tune the radio
To AM.
to an AM station that would pick up this microphone, and then you could talk on the radio.
Yes.
But I was too embarrassed to actually talk, so I would just say hello repeatedly.
No. No joke. He would be like, hello. Hello. Hello.
But would you have the
Hello?
would you have the radio on so you could hear yourself
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course you would.
and it was super cool. I really enjoyed it. I was just
Why were you so embarrassed? Like
Like he
hello?
was super shy.
super shy,
Super shy.
super shy.
Dude, I'd be like saying like the randomest things ever. Like, hey, what up?
Yeah.
Spoken.
And it had like different buttons and stuff on it
Mm-hmm.
where like you could play songs for that, if I remember. Like it had like pre-programmed songs and stuff in it.
I think it had like some effects,
Sound effects and stuff. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was yellow. I remember that. It was cool.
That's cool.
And
Go ahead.
like just along that same line, when your MP3 players and stuff first started coming out, and vehicles weren't compatible with them, they were coming out with these little transmitters that you would plug into your MP3 player and then transmit it over a radio station in your car.
Yeah.
We had one of those.
They also had these things. It was a tape that had a cord with an earphone piece, and you could plug that into like your Walkman or something like that.
Old
could play it.
Walkman.
You could play it in the tape deck. I mean, that was high tech, futuristic stuff there, guys.
Dang.
I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like in a lot of ways, technology is too much, you know? Like, I feel like it dominates too much of our lives now. Like, we were talking about this, I was at a group on Thursday, and they were talking about this. One of the guys was saying that he felt like people don't really talk anymore
They dedicated their lives, like they fully dedicate their lives to technology.
to their device.
And like they're so hooked on it. It's just like, I think to a point, like I think like right now or like back in the past, but mainly like right now, we should like stop like updating technology in a way, because like right now it's just taking over people's lives at this point. It's like into just
Well,
kinda-
well, you look probably in the last 20 years, and I could be totally wrong about this. Wake up, sleepy one. In the last 20 years, it feels like technology has advanced more than it has in like the past 80 years.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
And I could be wrong, but that's just how it feels. Like it feels like it's been moving so fast.
Because
And to me, it's now it's at a point to where it's just getting dumber and dumber.
Because, like, for the time of, like, the 1930s or whatever it's called, whenever technology was, like, just happening, all the way to, like 2000, it was, like, super slow, and all of a sudden, it just, like, just started,
Boom.
yeah, just, it's getting crazy. Well, I think people who, like, invent, like, technology stuff, they want to be like, oh, I want to make the next best thing, or I want to make like this crazy thing that'll like dominate everybody else, or like just I don't
Well,
know.
and you look at like, okay, so how long have you had a cell
Since I was like 13, 12.
phone? How long have you had one?
Since I was 15.
I got mine my first one when I was 16. And so it's been almost 20 years since I've had one. But you remember the first cell phone I had. that little red one. It was a little Nokia red one.
Ooh, no, yeah.
That, I mean, it was just straight, whatever, had the buttons, like, you know. You could play Snake on it.
Oh, the one where you get like that. No, it was
And
like
it grows.
yeah,
it grows.
yeah, and like there's like a little button pad. You could play like Snake on it
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
And,
yeah,
and you text on it, and you make calls on it, and it had a few different choices for a ringtone. And now you look at phones. Like, it's crazy.
I wish I could go back in time, dude. Like in like just from like 2000 and 2000, anything before 2011.
And I don't know if you guys have watched. I watched a couple of documentaries on technology, and that one was called The Social Dilemma. Did y'all ever watch that?
It's a Netflix one, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I saw bits and pieces.
And then one was called Childhood 2.0.
Is that also on Netflix?
It was on YouTube. They had put it up like free on YouTube, the full thing, for a while. It was more geared towards the kids that are growing up in this technology age and
Like
the
you'll
effect
see-
that it's having on them.
You'll see kids that are like 5 or younger, like they'll have their actual own phone.
Right.
Like they'll have their own smartphone. Like they'll just walk around. It's like when I was a kid, like I didn't have that, and I was when I was in
It's
life.
so stupid.
And it's kids are now like rather wanting to spend all their day and like their time just playing on like video games or like just on their phones and all that stuff, rather than go outside and do stuff and like actually like just go and do something other than just stay on your phone inside all day.
Well, and this even brings us kind of back to where we started with the NFTs, right? NFTs. You were talking about earlier before we started recording how people are making millions
Billions, no
and
billions.
billions with a B of dollars from these NFTs.
Yeah, there's this kid, he's like 18, and just whenever NFTs were thing, started doing it, he's now a billionaire. He just
And I don't know. It's hard to wrap your mind around it. At least for me, it is. Like,
if I even make like up to like even $1 million or like a little above or something like that, I'm just gonna be sad. I'm like, I'll still learn stuff, like how to do stuff on computers and do that just like, on the side, but just chill. I don't have to like worry about finding some crazy job or something like that, or when we have to miss rent or something like that. I think, because I think there's to a degree to getting a lot of money, like it does change people and all that stuff, but because it relieves stress and all stuff, because it you don't have to worry about paying bills on time. You can buy food and all stuff. You can get gas, pay all the payments you need without having to worry like, oh crap, I need to get this money in by this time. Like, so it does relieve some. It does take some.
but I think it also causes problems.
Yeah. It's like the worst of both, but
You see a lot of times, especially in cases like this, and this is one of the things that I think is like I don't know, I feel like it's a bad thing. Okay, so here you've got this 18-year-old who is now a billionaire.
and 18-year-olds, have you seen how especially teenagers like that, whenever they make a lot of money, they don't know, like they just spend it on crap and
Like,
they don't know how to financially.
I think it falls kind of along the same lines. Like me and Ben were talking the other day about Britney Spears, and you know how like she became. I mean, she was like one of the most popular people in the world
Yeah.
in her prime, and then she had that mental breakdown and everything, and her dad took control of everything, is head control for like 12 years, right? Like, And you used to see this with a lot of real young people who got real famous real fast and stuff. Like, they couldn't handle it.
I think if you're young and you get famous or you get a lot of money, you should know. Because luckily, thank God, my family has taught me financial advice. Like, they gave me financial advice and, like, how to save my money and not spend it and all that stuff. And just not go...
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you made $1 million from one of these things, or $1 billion from one of these things, somewhere in your mind, all of that would go out the window, and you'd be like, I can buy this, I can buy this. It happens to people.
Even now, like, I don't make tons of money, but I know I could buy. I know I could buy things like that. I know. I'm like, oh yeah, I could buy that, but I don't. I'm like, no, I'd rather save it. And actually, like, if I got $1 million or $1 billion, I would invest it into other stuff. I would invest, and then I would save. I would save half the money and all stuff. Just like save it, and then like invest the other, and then keep the money coming so that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You're awful quiet over there. What do you think?
I'm looking up ways to sell NFTs.
So I just looked up, trying to find the guy that Eli's talking about. I just looked up NFT millionaire kid, and the first result I got is meet 12-year-old boy, Binyamin.
Well, there's another kid. He's like 18.
No, I'm just
He's
saying
just using this guy as an
this
example.
is the result I got. 12-year-old made $1 million creating NFTs. He's only 12, but this boy from London is already a self-made millionaire, all from creating online avatars when he's not busy doing math homework. Binyamin, Benyamin. Binyamin.
Sure.
An 8th grader with a knack for coming up with original images known as NFTs has turned his skill into massive crypto wallet worth $1 million. And he did it in less than a year. His signature collection of 3,350 pixelated images features whales wearing baseball caps or sweatbands, smoking pipes, or donning top hats with a variety of colorful backgrounds.
A lot of times people will like get the pixelated ones, and cause like I think they're the I don't know if like they're the easiest or something like that, but I see like tons of people doing those, tons of pixelated ones. But you can also draw them yourself. You can do like you kind of draw them yourself, because what you have to do is you have to draw the head, and you have to draw the accessories, background, all types of different stuff, and then put it into a thing that jumbles them all up, but so none of them look the same. They're all different. And you need and you put it into a thing, and it like jumbles them all up and creates a bunch of NFTs, and then you take it and then you put it into the actual online thing where you sell them. You sell them and all that stuff. You have to make an account. You have to make like a few accounts, and then you put it on the open market. So.
So, what do you think about these changes?
So, in regards to the whole NFT thing, I think it's kind of unfair in a way, being that people are making so much money so quickly, and you have people who actually like work hard for their money, and they don't.
Well, it depends. You could choose to, like, me, I found out, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to sit and just like, oh, well, I see people make money, I'm going to try to do it as well. So, like, anybody can make a lot of money doing things, you just have to actually put yourself to it and go out there and do it. With different
But not everything is going to make you.
Yeah, no, not everything. Like, I know,
year.
I don't even think, I know, I'm probably not going to get any money doing this, like, but I know now that if something like that happens, I'm going to take the opportunity to actually try and do it well. Like, I still can. And, like, go out there and just find a way. But yeah.
I don't know. I still think it's strange. Like I still.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm
I
not
don't-
saying
I
it's
don't
like
get-
it's the best thing. No, I'm saying it's weird. It's like it's super weird. Like it's sometimes I think I'm like, okay.
I don't understand why people would buy them.
It is true. It's a type of.
So what do you think, Isaiah, of the overall condition of our society regarding our dependence on electronics?
Well, it's funny because I think with how much technology has advanced over the years, on the flip side, it's kind of made us dumber. I know this sounds weird because it takes smart people to make like really advanced technology, but for those of us who benefit from it, I guess, or use it on a daily basis, like, I don't know, I'm like, it's like we're losing brain cells slowly but surely.
How do you feel, and this could go for any of y'all, how do you feel about the theory of, like, if you watch The Social Dilemma, they say that the way, like, social media was made, it triggers the same things like a slot machine does. It triggers the same endorphins, and was intentionally done to keep you captive to that device, and therefore they make all the money while you sit there and waste your life on that device. How do y'all feel about that?
If I've counted, like if I had a thing that counted how many hours, I probably wasted many hours of my.
Your phone probably actually will keep track of stuff like that.
Yeah, but you have to have an app. I don't have an app. But
No, I think the internal things should. I know the iPhones do.
not that I have an Android. Come on, I'm not
Anyways,
civilized.
so you
Not civilized.
admit you've wasted many hours.
Yeah.
But
Everybody has.
do you think that, like, do you think there was was their intention for you to do that? Just waste hours of your life?
It depends, I guess.
I think that theory could be plausible.
But I think, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I think probably to waste your time or something like that, because I think really fun, you just call, text, and just watch, like, if it depends, watch videos and all stuff, or, I don't know, just do stuff.
They want to keep us dumb and
Well,
oblivious-
technology,
oblivious
it could go both ways. It does make you smart, like if you actually learn stuff with it. But if you're just like, I don't know, like.
Okay, so I mean there are people who but they're kind of the exception. People who are using technologies in creative ways. We're looking at the overall general population right now. Like, I'll give you this. There are a lot of people, and I've seen this over and over. There are a lot of people who don't work. They don't have any kind of a job. And they don't have any reason not to work. And they will post 50 Facebook posts a day,
Yeah.
kind of things.
I don't do that. I have Instagram, but I just watch videos on it, like, randomly. Like, let's say I'm going to the bathroom or I'm waiting for somebody, I'll just, like, just watch a couple, like, just random, funny, like, just short videos. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then, yeah. I don't even play games on my phone. I don't have any games on my phone. I play games sometimes, like, but I usually listen to music also.
Now, let me ask you this, or did you want to chime in on any of that? Let me ask you this. Okay, back in 2011-ish, I was going to college and was taking public speaking class.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the studies I did for a presentation was on the effects of social media. And I mean, this was 11 years ago. So it's advanced incredibly since then.
Yeah.
At this point, after this study, I wiped my social media.
Oh, I don't post anything. Yeah, I don't post anything
And
other than YouTube.
I had come back to social media a couple of times. For those who don't know, I've got another YouTube channel on that. I was doing social media for that. I found that it wasn't really productive for what I was wanting to do. So, I mean, the channels are still there, but they're non-active.
Like, what do you call it? People that post on like
But
Facebook.
there was a study done. I believe it was the University of Ohio. I could be wrong. There was a study done at this point, and they took people's and mind you, this was just when like smartphones and stuff were first coming out, were first a thing. They took the devices away from people, and they had them go without them for, I forget the amount of time. It was either 24, maybe even up to 72 hours. It was within a few days span. Absolutely no devices, no social media. The effects that it had on these people were the same as crack addicts, the withdrawal symptoms that they were going through. They would have anxiety attacks, they would have breakdowns, all this stuff, and they said that they kept like reaching for their device and stuff. Or they would have like phantom, like feel like they heard their device go off or something like that.
That's creepy.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. At that point, I stopped doing it. So
we're all crack addicts.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like you're addicted to your device,
Yes.
or do you feel like you could set it away and just walk away from it?
I could sit away and just walk away.
I think I'm borderline addicted. Because I have a hard time setting this phone down.
I think you can't even sit down right now.
Now,
No. But I think that I would be able to set it down and not experience any of those effects that you described.
we could do our own experiment if we want.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay? This is what I propose. Okay? Don't use your phone for anything except calling and texting
For how long?
for 3 days.
Starting today?
Starting tomorrow.
What about?
Huh?
What about?
Oh, he's getting nervous. What about what?
What about like if you want to listen to music or whatever?
Not on your phone.
Really? Okay.
On my computer?
On your computer is fine. I'm just talking about your phone.
I say, do you have a computer?
No.
So
I'm just kidding. I do.
you can only use texting and calling for 3 days. No email, no YouTube, no nothing. And even if someone sends you a link, if someone sends you a video or something like that, you can't look at it for 3 days. Okay?
Okay.
Just tell them I'll look at it later. Okay?
I'll tell them that on my phone.
The,
I'm just kidding.
just text them.
Yeah.
You can text them.
Text them.
So only use your phone, because this is what I was talking about. Like, my first phone was basically you could text and you could call. So only use it starting tomorrow or midnight tonight. Only use it for texting and for calling for 3 days. And next week, let's see how you feel.
I can be truthful and I tell you.
If you feel like you're addicted to it.
I might go for the whole week without using.
Try 3 days. If you feel like you can go longer, go longer. Okay?
Yeah.
See how long you can make it, but try for 3 days. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I would like to see our
Hey,
own.
and Ben has come nice. You can see what we're doing. Just spying on our phones the entire time.
Yeah.
See.
I'm gonna be driving on Tuesday, and I'm gonna listen to music, and so I'm not gonna participate.
Okay, that's fine. I would mostly like to see these guys' reactions to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine.
Being that this has been something that's been more prominent in their lives than
Hey,
our lives.
Chuck, I didn't. Whenever I went down to Mexico, like I did not get on my phone once,
Good.
and we were there for 4 days.
I'll tell you this. I noticed this, and this is when I started first looking at this. When it was, I had an Android. That was like my first smartphone. And when it crapped out, and I was looking at getting an iPhone, I was without a phone for about a month. And that's when I started to notice how much we're addicted to it.
How dependent you've become on it.
Yeah. And that month was really, really nice, actually.
Yeah.
In the
I
summer,
think the world would be a whole lot a better place without social media. People could get along better.
well, everybody in the world, like just dedicates their lives.
So let me ask you this. You bring up a good point. Do you feel like social media brings disunity more than it brings unity?
Oh, heck yeah.
I agree, but I disagree. I agree, yeah, it would, but people are still gonna have the same opinion. Like, I don't think it will change.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, because, like, let's say.
Social media is a huge influencer in people's opinions.
Well,
Oh yeah, you'll
okay,
have like
nowadays.
people like the truth. Like whenever people are like, "Oh, this happened," and then like people like trying to like cut it to make it look like all like weird. Well,
That's what CNN does all the time.
yeah, but like people like yeah, it would have an impact. Like people would be like, "Oh yeah," like they would go closer. But at the same time, with other people's like thoughts and opinions, like let's say I post a bunch of like, "Oh, gingers are
They're evil.
they're natural killers or something," and like I post about it and like I post these stupid facts about it and like spread it to the world, and then like let's say we didn't have internet at all, I'll just tell people.
Oh, here's the thing. Okay, so I see where you're coming from, and I see where you're coming from. So here's what I think. People would definitely still have their opinions
And also
and their philosophies and their ideas. But it wouldn't bring all of those different things into one place. They would be segregated. They would be separated,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't be like throwing everybody into this mix like what social media does.
Yeah.
With social media, you've got people from all around the world, all different cultures that can all respond and play into this thing. And so I agree with you. Yes, people have their opinions and they're going to disagree, but I also agree with you. Allowing them all to meet in one place and fight over their opinions is
that's not good. No.
I personally think that it causes more division than it does unity.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
One more thing you can do on your phone is if you need an alarm clock for in the morning, you can do the alarm clock.
Yeah.
Eli, I know you're going to be starting work. So
Yeah, I was
if
about to
you
say,
need
like,
an
I
alarm
need an
clock.
alarm clock. I was-
Isaiah, you do you. You do you.
Okay.
So, was there anything else?
And we have to be truthful. There's no
Yeah,
blue
be
ball.
honest. I
There's
mean-
no blue
I
ball in
mean,
there.
there's no prize or there's no
Consequence. punishment.
consequence or whatever. I would just like to see how you do,
Yeah.
Journal your experience.
but not on your phone. Yeah, seriously. If stupid Siri pops up when I say it seriously, if you want to, like, at the end of each day, write down some things, or like if you're feeling at a certain point like you really, really want to use your phone for something.
Well, the reason I also got a job,
And that'll help distract you.
the reason I got a job too was because every day I'm sitting around and like I'll do schoolwork. Sometimes I actually need to keep up on that. I need to start doing that more. But I'm sitting around like I got nothing to do. There's not really much to do here. Like I go outside. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm not. If I was 5, I'd be like run around like, oh, I'm gonna build a fort. I'm not like I don't do that. I go outside. I play basketball, but I'm just like, man, there's not really, especially here. There's like not really much to do here.
Well, one good thing is probably here pretty quick. It'll be warm enough we can start going shooting and some stuff
That's
like
what
that.
I want to do. I want to go
Do
shooting
some
more,
stuff.
and I want to start going places more with you guys and like start doing stuff. But I'm like, the reason I got a job was like to get paid more and like more hours, and then also to be more productive, like to do something.
Well, and the thing is, like, when you're working, even if you're doing like volunteer work,
Just
like you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
You feel like you've accomplished something almost.
Yeah. And I think it helps your overall health, your overall mental health, your overall outlook on life, not lookout on life.
If you look at people without
Look out.
if you look at people without jobs and then people with jobs, like it depends if like there's some like just crackhead that's just like
I currently don't have a job right now, and I have to say it's really depressing because I'm almost in my mid-20s and here I am, just kind of basically, I don't know. I feel like I'm not where I want to be at my age.
Now, have you thought about even volunteering at something?
Yeah, but I don't want to volunteer. I want to get a job right away.
Yeah.
Because I've had a job before, and back when I lived in Phoenix. Before
Where did you work?
I worked with Kroger at Fry's grocery store.
Okay.
As a cashier for like 6 months before I moved.
I feel like
Have you thought about like looking at the store here or something? At the grocery store?
Like Lowe's?
Yeah.
No. I don't know if they have any open.
I know a while back, I was looking on there for someone and they had a position open.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it might be worth checking out. I think it would be a good idea. I think it would help you with your sleep issues too.
Okay.
Did you sleep better then? Was your sleep schedule better?
Yeah, well, I didn't stay up late anyway, as late as I do here. Because, I lived with my parents. I had to, get to bed at a certain time anyway.
No.
But,
Do I need to start making you go to bed at a certain time?
Yes, you do.
I'll call you.
Call me.
Yeah, I won't send you a video.
Why is it?
I'll call you.
Aren't
Okay.
you taking classes in college too? Like, aren't you still doing?
Yeah, just 2 classes. But
Well, and the thing is too, like, it's online, right?
yeah.
It's different than like going
The campus.
to campus or that. Like, I've done both.
Mm-hmm.
There is a difference.
Like, do you know what you want to do though? Like, do you know what you specifically want to do?
Like for my major?
Like, no, like in life, like, what do you want? Like, get something like just do something. Like, what do you want to do? What's one thing?
I'd like to start my own music project. A metal project.
Now, you do know the whole starving artist thing, right?
No.
Like, most musicians don't make a lot of money.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Well,
They have to work other jobs. and
right. I mean,
the music is like their passion, and the job is what funds the passion.
Right. I mean, I think that I could at least make a little money with
Yeah,
it. But
I mean, I'm not saying you couldn't. I'm just saying that, like, and it's become more, I guess, easily accessible to become like a popular musician in this day
With
and
the
age.
technology,
Technology
yeah.
like it is. Used to, bands would have to go out and tour. get their name out there that way, like physically go. Now they can do a lot of stuff from their house.
That's the one good thing about social media, I think.
Yeah. I mean, there are good things about social media.
Yeah, I just thought of that just now. Like bands and businesses, and they they can promote their stuff and get recognized and things. It's pretty useful.
I'll tell you one thing. If it wasn't for social media, a lot of churches would have been, in bad shape when everything closed down. Social media, Facebook, YouTube, those things gave them an outlet to continue to do their messages and let people still interact some.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of people that they're just like, oh, now I just do church online. And I don't think that's a good thing, but I do think social media served a good purpose there.
Right.
I don't think everything about it is bad.
Me neither. Yeah.
But I do think that
there's good sides and bad sides.
A lot of it has gotten out of hand, and that I think maybe the bad in a lot of ways is more than the good. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if we just used social media to promote, whatever we were interested in, or like businesses, stuff like I said. Yeah, for like it would be better that way instead of with people interacting.
I think if we used it for creative purposes and stuff, I think that's a good thing. That's what I do. I use it for creative purposes. If we're just going to use it to shove our politics down someone's throat, or pick fights or bring on the drama or whatever, then they can have it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's healthy and good, the addiction that people have to it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this, like this can happen with a lot of things. So like me and Ben, when we were younger, like we were addicted to video games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like we would get up, go play video games, go to bed, and
for like almost 25 hours.
Like we would play like all day and then go to bed, get up, and there finally came a point, I think it was in like, what year did we sell it? Do you remember?
2007, 2008.
Well, we graduated in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So it must have been somewhere. So you were 16 when you graduated? Or 18? How old were you?
17 when I graduated. 18 when I graduated.
Maybe 17 when you graduated.
When he had the graduation ceremony, but it was like a year later before he actually got his diploma. It's a long story. We won't get into it.
I'm going for my GED right now.
But he was like 17, I was like 20. We were kind of just playing video games and wasting our lives, like we weren't doing anything. And so we were like, we sold our machine, we sold our games, we sold it all in a bundle on eBay for $100.
Uh-huh.
And then we started like looking into getting our GEDs,
This
stuff like that.
this summer and this year, let's see, I don't play, this is my schedule, I'll tell you. I wake up around from 7 to 9 the latest is when I wake up. 9 latest. I usually chill, I won't really do too much. Oh, I'll take a shower. I'll get up and sit, and then I'll take a shower. And then after the shower, I'll go and do some schoolwork. I'll either do some schoolwork or I'll just something, and then I just what do I just sometimes I'll just goof around and just do random stuff. I don't usually play video games. I'm not like on my phone a lot. I'll watch shows. Like sometimes I'll watch a show or two.
Like a series on Netflix or Amazon.
Now, here's what I want to know from you guys too. Okay, so you're going to, for the next 3 days, you're only going to use your phone for the alarm clock, the texting, and the calling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Notice if anything else takes the place of
Like my computer.
like your computer, or
Television.
if you're like start binge watching something or something
Actually,
like
we
that.
should do TV. Like we can't watch our TV.
Let's see how this goes first. Okay, next week we'll see how we did, and we'll see, and I'm gonna do it too. We'll see how we did, and we'll see if it's something we want to add more stuff to, or that. Okay, so but let's just start basic.
You shouldn't have gotten me that PS4. No, I'm just kidding.
Have you played yet?
No, I still haven't found any games yet.
Well, then it's not that big of a problem right now, is it?
I know that. I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
But
Um,
see if anything else takes the place. If it either a good thing or a bad thing.
I'll tell you. Like I don't even watch television that much. Like sometimes like just TV doesn't sound good. Like I'll be sitting down like
It's because most TV shows are woke
No.
these days.
and that's not that. Like I'll sit down like, and even a show like a movie that like The Burbs, I love that movie. I'll even sit down and be like, sure, I'll watch that. I'm like, I just don't feel like watching anything.
You know, it's weird. Most movies today, they don't hold my attention as much.
Captivate.
They don't captivate my.
That's what I'm telling you about the Shawshank Redemption.
Mhm.
It does.
It captivates you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Hmm.
That's Lord of the Rings.
But
Yes.
notice if there's any changes. If maybe you notice yourself watching more TV.
I'll tell you this right now. I'll probably be on my computer a little bit more.
I mean, just kind of keep track of it. And you don't have to write it down, just kind of keep a mental note.
question for you, Isaiah.
What's up?
Go back to your thought on the
Wokeness.
no no
That's all your thoughts.
I know.
that's all you think about.
Wokeness and sleeping.
Two very different things.
Yeah.
When he's sleeping, he's dreaming about wokeness. When he's awake, he's
He's.
dreaming about sleeping.
Yes. What were we saying?
No, your thought on the NFT,
How it's unfair?
unfair. Yeah.
Well, I mean, because you have these people who, like, maybe they spend years going to college or going to school for a certain job or whatever, and
Well, maybe that's something they want to do. Maybe
Hold on, I want to hear his thoughts.
and they go for like 12 years, and maybe they make good money. They make like a 5-figure, I don't know, is there such a thing as 4-figure income? But yeah, so there's people. What I'm trying to say, there's people who spend most of their lives trying
Their
to
blood, sweat, and
the
tears.
blood, sweat, and tears, getting a job that pays less money than what these kids are getting by selling these things online or whatever, and making millions of dollars at young ages too. And whereas like most of these other people, they it's in their 50s and stuff, and they're barely thinking about like retirement and things, and they haven't made millions of dollars and stuff like that.
So two follow-up questions. One is, do you feel that way about athletes and musicians and
No, because again, with those kind of things, I mean, it takes talent for sure, but it's something that athletes dedicate their lives to, and their time to training, and like musicians, they dedicate their time they work hard. Athletes and musicians, they work hard to reach the level that they're at, in order to be able to be professionals and maybe make good money off of their, what they do. I don't know. I don't know if it takes huge levels of talent to create these NFT things or whatever they are, or if anyone can do them.
Well, this 12-year-old, he's made like 3,000 of them or something, right?
3,500, yeah.
So it seems to be kind of like just something you can crap out,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I haven't looked at them, but it seems like he's got this basic whale concept, and then he just makes them a little different.
Yeah, I mean, I there's so much I don't understand about NFTs and cryptocurrency, and I have no desire to understand it. Like, that's the thing is, like, I'm okay existing and
In a
not
world
being
without it.
involved with it.
Yeah.
But no, I just curious about your thought there. So you separate, like,
I mean, I don't even know what they are exactly. Still, like, I'm still trying to figure them out. But I guess it's just, I don't know, like little creations that people make and sell or something. I don't know.
so
Like art and things and different. I don't know.
So it's not necessarily that you don't like people becoming millionaires off NFTs. You don't like people becoming millionaires
So easily
with little effort.
with so little effort. Yeah. And you have other
When there's people who work their whole lives and barely make a living.
Right.
So
Yeah, there's a huge is disparity the correct word? Just a big old gap.
how
between the two.
how do you feel about socialism?
I love it. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm not a
thinking
socialist.
seems a little.
I'm not
And not saying you're a socialist, just that line of
I'm
thought.
quoting Biden here. I'm not a socialist. No.
I'm not accusing you of anything.
I know.
And I'm not saying it in a negative way,
Uh-huh.
but that line of thought that you have there seems a little
Socialistic?
socialistic there.
Well, isn't socialism like saying that people who have worked hard and that their money should trickle to those who haven't really worked hard and should go to them? Like to those who are on welfare and stuff like that they should have the same financial gain as like what those who have worked.
Well, I think that should be the case for people who can't work.
That's what I'm
like
asking.
for us.
That's what I'm asking. Isn't that the idea of socialism?
Yeah, but I think what it's been turned into is people who are able to work but don't want to work. They can use
And abuse.
and abuse socialism to become lazy and not.
And I mean there's a lot in
Right, it's
all
not a
that.
black and white thing.
Right, but the way that I was saying that it seems like his train of thought was not the way that you described it, but that this person that is working very little and making tons of money should not be making that when this person that is
So
working.
almost like reverse.
No, I don't even think it's reverse. I
No?
think it's just because, and again, the whole thing is big and complex.
It's not a black and white situation.
I think if you do it, like if you know you could possibly make money, go for it. Do it. If you know you could possibly make money off of it, do it. Like that's what I did. I'm like, hey, I have a chance to possibly make money off of this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it.
I mean, my problem is not necessarily making money from NFTs. It's just I guess, the amount in so little time, and with so little dedication
Now,
compared to.
how do you feel about like people winning the lottery?
It's a gamble.
Yeah, I feel it's kind of the same thing. Like you have people who like average citizens, like you and me, by chance winning this big old Powerball of like, what was the biggest one I've heard yet? Like the $900 million or something like that, or more, and then.
How do you feel about people who are like Paris Hilton, who was raised into money? Like,
Who's Paris Hilton?
oh,
No, but
Do you know who Paris Hilton is?
Well, I mean, I've heard
Eli?
the name.
she's a blonde chick. She says, "That's hot."
That's it.
Do you know
Her family owned Hilton hotels,
I've seen
Oh, I
clips.
see.
I've seen clips.
Well, that's. I mean,
and so she's rich and famous and all of this just because of who her family was. Then she had that whole sex tape thing.
Well, change it to Kardashians. You
Kardashian.
know who they are.
Yeah,
What are they?
Kim Kardashian got famous because of the sex tape she did.
Right.
No, but
They're born into money.
they were born into money.
Yeah, I think this is what I think. Can I say something?
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
well, I mean, it's kind of weird because I mean, maybe some people might see that as like a double standard, but I don't really see a problem with that because the money that
Someone
she
worked
had,
for that money.
someone worked for it, and I guess it's kind of like her inheritance, like from her family and stuff like that. And I don't really have a problem with it.
Okay, I was just curious.
Can I say something real quick? I think that if your mom or dad or something like that has money and you inherit and like you are born rich, I think that you should work for it. I think you should work for it like everybody else like has like tried to earn it. I think you shouldn't just randomly like be born and be like, oh, I'm just rich now and like I think you should work for it. Like if I ever had kids and I became rich or something like that, I wouldn't just give them it. I would have them work for it. I would teach them how to invest it and how to like save it. I wouldn't just like start giving them it like.
I think that's good. That's good, but I think that parents who are super rich and they have kids, they should at least set aside a decent amount of money for their kids, like
a trust fund or something.
like a trust fund. Like for instance, Bill Gates, he's not giving any of his money to his kids.
He's
you know,
giving it to aliens.
I find this interesting because he's against the NFTs, but he's okay with the inheritance. He's for the NFTs, but he's against the inheritance. I find that weird.
Yeah.
You guys are different.
Well, I think everybody should at least like work for the money. I think they should. Like,
but NFTs isn't really working for the money.
well, if you get if you know it's out there, anyway.
If you know it's out there, isn't working for the money.
Well, you have to.
Doing a stick figure and becoming
Well,
a millionaire for a
it's
stick
not
figure,
it's not
it's
just
not
it's
working
not
for the money.
it's not really just that simple. People are like, oh, you just draw and then you post it. Well, you have to set up a thing. You have to set a bunch of accounts. You have to actually put in some work, and you have to come up with the idea.
How much work have you put in?
2 days, 3 days maybe. No, I think it was like 3 days. Like I know it's not a lot of work, but it's.
Well, can you show us sometime what you've made so far?
So if your inheritance child, okay, let's say you become a millionaire from NFTs, you have kids, you're gonna pass the inheritance. If they work for you for 3 days, that's okay. You'll give them the
Well, they
inheritance.
do, they do something with it. I'm not like they have to like.
I just think
Let's
it's kind
say-
of funny.
I mean, whenever I mean work for it, you must think like, oh, like some like desk job thing. I mean, like help out with if I had a company, help out with that, and help out.
Right, I get what you mean.
Like,
Like they're not just. It's not
with my
paying.
grandparents. They don't just give me money. I help my grandpa with the rentals. I go over there and I help him with
Right.
the rentals. That's like something that's basically if I had rentals, I'd have my kids help me work on the rentals or help sell them or help fix them. Anything like that. That's what I would do. Like that's.
I get it. Like You're thinking like
I think.
they have to be a part of the
Yeah,
money
I think you miss.
process.
I think you kind of like miss.
No, I get it, but I still think it's funny that
I'm not. We differ on those.
I'm not
issues.
like super. I'm not like really against inheriting. It's just the way you inherit it. It's the way you inherit it. Like, it's okay to inherit money. Just I personally would suggest working a little bit for it. So it's not like, oh yeah, I got rich, just I was born rich. I think so. Then you could be like, I actually worked for it. I wasn't just born because I actually worked for it.
I think, and this will probably be my last thoughts on it.
Because then your kids just turn into little bastards.
I think that you have to be very careful with any money that's just handed to you.
Money changes. It does change a lot of people. It can change you. A lot of people they become insane sometimes. A lot, and then sometimes they get super greedy. Like, that's one thing.
I'll give you an example. I knew someone whose family bought them a digital camera. Okay, it was a rather expensive one back when digital cameras were becoming a thing. You know, before the phone cameras were a real big thing. They dropped it and broke it, so they bought him another one. They did something to this, so they bought him another one. They did this like 4 times, and the person never learned like the value of it because they didn't have. So I think any money that's just given to us
is
we don't truly appreciate it.
right. We don't really know the value
except
of it.
for when you when you learn the value and like actually like work for it and do
Yeah.
stuff. Then you actually know the value.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Like, as a kid, when like your family like just gives you money, like, oh, and just like you spend it willy nilly. But then when you get older and you learn about like,
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, like for me, I like I said, I don't have a job, but I do get some stuff from SSI, and so a lot of times I'll use that money to splurge a little bit, like on things I enjoy, like CDs or whatever.
Yeah.
But over time, I've noticed that I've started to appreciate those things less and less. I mean, it's not like I don't take care of my stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't have I don't have the same thrill that
As if you would have worked for it.
Yeah.
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 Can you not remember?
No more video games. All weekend long.
Please, stop. We have a huge tournament tomorrow. Can you please sell my video games back?
I came up with this list. If you get through the entire list before your tournament tomorrow night, you can have your games back.
This isn't even possible. So unfair.
Do middle school kids really act like that?
Oh yes.
So stupid. Do list. You. Don't take that chug. I need the chug.
Pause right quick. Can I just say adults with braces are the creepiest thing? This is a life hack, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning, Mother.
Breakfast in 5.
Hope it's pancakes.
Okay.
Piece of cake. Wait, where are my fruity yums?
Well, look who decided to finally show up. Got your fruity yums right here. Saved you a plate.
Hey, no, stop! I wanted those.
Well, it looks like Grover does too. You know, it's all about who wants things more in life.
Oh my gosh. Those were mine. I was gonna eat them for breakfast.
Well, if you would have woke up when I did, you'd have the weeds weed whacked, the oil changed, and you would have had time to call the radio station.
Cool.
It is cool. I got 2 tickets to Shakira. I finally got through.
Maddox, just eat your other cereal.
The other cereal? Oh, the Flax Flakes? That tastes like mulch. Fudge.
Oh, not cool.
No, I said fudge.
Where's your list?
Right here.
Well, you better get going. TikTok.
I'll make TikToks? No problem. Is that on my list now, huh? Make TikToks?
Go.
My hips don't lie, I'm starting to feel.
These chores are gonna take me 100 years.
If he tries, he can kill 2 birds with one stone.
Way
He
smarter
can
than
mow
my
the
parents.
lawn and walk his dog.
Decent rig job, actually.
Yep, there
What
it
are you
is.
doing?
My chores. Any other questions, Captain Obvious?
You're driving me nuts.
You're driving your mother nuts.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, so the lawn isn't getting mowed? The dog isn't getting walked? Look at him! Grover loves it!
Mow the lawn, Maddox. And when you're done, take Grover for a lap around the neighborhood.
Here's an idea, Maddox. Take him for 10 laps around the neighborhood.
Easy, honey.
Just the 1 lap is fine.
1 lap is fine.
Any more of this foolishness and the deal is off. Out.
Grover, come on! What are you eating? You should be full. You had all my fruity yums. Grover! Ugh, I'm tired. I have to clean something that's already outside. Table.
Oh no.
He's a nice boy. And we are nice to nice boys.
He's freaking Dorkatron 5000. Plus, he's just a kid.
You're a kid.
No, I'm not. I'm 11 and a half.
Okay, well, it doesn't have to be long. Okay, I'll see you back here in an hour. Love you.
I love you too, I guess.
Who dare summon me at risk of walking the plank?
Me, Maddox?
Hey, Maddox.
Hey, Shiloh.
Want to play Lost Treasures of the Salton Sea with me?
No. Listen, if my mom asks, we played for a whole hour, okay?
Oh, well, okay.
All right.
Hard.
Great. Hey, Dad, you wanted to see me?
Hey, son, you ready to work?
I guess.
We're gonna build a beechwood birdhouse for the back porch.
Is that all I have to do? Build a dumb birdhouse?
Of course not. I got an agility course set up in the backyard so we can work on that foot speed of yours. Then I'm gonna... Where are your shoes?
We're in the house. Why would I have shoes on?
This is a 2100 Black Hawk chop saw, all right? There's only 17 of them in the world.
I saw you buy that at Lowe's.
40 blades of pure power. It's like a shark bite. It'll cut through a block of concrete like a samurai sword through a sushi roll. But it's not a toy.
Okay, well, good. I don't play with toys. I'm in 6th grade.
So how about you run upstairs, slap on some tennies, come back down here so you can surf this steel beast without losing a pinky toe.
I don't want to go back all the way upstairs for my shoes. I think I can not chop off my foot. What am I going to do? Put it up
Whoa,
there?
whoa, whoa, son. Safety first.
Fine.
While you're up there, remember to turn off your bedroom lights.
Oh my gosh, why does it matter?
Because I'm the one paying the power bills around here, son. I was teaching
All
my
right.
son what it takes to be a man, and he nearly cut my hand off.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Go to the corner store and get your dad some aspirin.
Shiloh, look what I found.
Papa, come on! Get the blood flowing!
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And remember what Brooke Shields said. Smoking kills. If you're killed, you've lost an important part of your life. Your whole life. She didn't say that last part.
She really said that though.
Yeah. It's fine.
You didn't get woke in there though.
Oh,
They know, Ben.
they know.
With something like that, they know.
They know.
Breaks my heart.